Oh, how is everybody doing? Welcome to the live. If you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Brooke, and I talk all about reality creation, manifestation, and specifically the law of assumption. So, what you dominantly assume to be true is what will be true for you. Your life is the story that you tell. So, become aware of that story and then start to think from the version of you that is in alignment with whatever it is that you desire. So you're constantly creating your reality. And today I wanted to talk about how everyone is you pushed out. You hear that a lot in the manifestation community. And it's for a really good reason. Because if you're familiar with Neville Goddard, it's his coined term. And it's essentially your state of consciousness, right? What you're aware of is what you're going to experience in your world. So, right now in my coaching community called the Confidence Lab, we have a course going on right now called No Proof: How to Stop Checking Your 3D for Evidence. And when you check the 3D, you're essentially checking your consciousness, right? What you're assuming, what you're thinking. So when you check your 3D, are you coming from a place of knowing that it's already done? Or are you being insecure, unsure, and doubting your creative power or your manifestation? So when you're checking, you're simply affirming the fact that you don't have it, right? You're really leaning more into that state, and then you're embodying that. And I don't want that for you, and you don't want that for you, right? Because you don't want to experience what you don't want. You only want to experience what you do want. So it's really imperative to be greater and to have faith in the unseen, right? You don't need to check your 3D to validate who you are. You don't need it because you are everything. Quite literally, just like the song, you are everything and everything is you, right? So, again, it's really about persisting in your desire and in your decision. So when you first start to manifest, right? And remember, you're not starting out manifesting. You've always been manifesting. It's not something that you are just learning to do, right? You're just now more aware and more conscious and knowing that your thoughts become things. So empower yourself and dare to be bold and tell yourself the story of whatever it is that you want to experience, because your word is your wand. And so you really have to start to tell that good news story from moment to moment to moment and just persist in that thinking. I'm trying to set up my background so if you guys can't see it, or maybe it's this one. It is this one. Here we go. I'm trying to set up my background, so bear with me. Best connection. So let me know that you can actually hear me, because that does help me out. So let me know if I am loud and clear. Oops, look at me moving around my background. There we go. So let me know if you can hear me, and also drop in the comments where you're from, because it does help to let me know where my audience is awake and at what times. Oz said, greetings from Marmaris, Turkey. Amazing. I've been to Turkey, but it was Istanbul, and it was a long time ago. Armida, hello, how are you, beautiful? It's so good to see you. Jen said, hi, miss, hello, how are you? Dynamic, hello. Ryu, hello. Dynamic said, being one with nature makes you spiritually aligned. Sure, if you believe that. Right? That's a nice thought, that's a nice belief, but it's not required. But it's, if you believe it, it'll be true for you. Oh, thank you so much, Mickey. I appreciate you. Mo Neek, I think that's your name. You said, what if the thing I'm manifesting will do harm to others instead of good? I think it will do. Well, it's only going to manifest in the way that you intend. So if you intend that it's good and that it's for everyone's benefit and they're in their best interest, then that's what it'll be. But if you're saying that it's going to be bad and it's going to end horribly, then you're going to create an ending that's not favorable. So persist in the assumption or in the awareness that your intentions are only pure. Your intentions are in the highest good of everyone, including yourself. Thank you so much for the heart me awaken. So This is where you have to have the disciplined mind and persist in that story as opposed to the fear. So your fears can make manifest, right? You're manifesting all the time, both the good, the bad, the positive, the negative, the favorable, and the unfavorable. So this is when you have to lock in and say, no, like I'm manifesting nothing but the best. I'm here to help others. I'm here to serve. I only want to see people thrive. I intend that people are doing well. I intend that people receive my energy, my thoughts, my prayers, whatever it is, in the most positive way and in the way that I intend it. So if you say that, then that's the way that they'll perceive it. And if you don't, then they won't. So again, persist in the story that you want to experience. Right? Therein lies the work. So you're creating your reality through the story that you tell. That's it. That's all. So persist in the new story, and then your world will be reflected back to you. And whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, I'm not sure. I haven't worked with you, but that's what you'll experience. Sorry if you can hear water. My little water fountain came on. Oops. I accidentally moved my background again. So guys, drop your manifestation questions in the chat. Isha, thank you so much for the follow. Armina said, we're with you. We're with you. Oh, good. Amazing. Queen said hello from Hawaii. It's 7:30 p.m. there. Stony said hello from St. Louis, Missouri. I've never been to St. Louis. It's like one of the big U.S. cities that I've never been to. King said hello from California. Mel said good afternoon. How are you, Mel? How's it going? Greg, Louisiana. Pinky said good night from Texas. It's good to see you, Pinky. How are you? So guys, also, if you want to join my coaching community, I would love to have you. It's called the Confidence Lab. Right now we have our course going on that's called No Proof, How to Stop Checking the 3D. Pinky is a part of that. So Pinky, I literally just posted a poll in the group to see what you guys want the lab lecture on. So guys, I go live in that group where I give talks. So if you all are interested, make sure you check that out, and you can find the information linked in my profile. So I would love to have you all as a part of my community. So then that way you can be a part of a community of like-minded people and then manifest your dreams and your desires. It's really powerful to be a part of a community. So I intend that you will find it helpful. Yogesh, hello, how are you? And then guys, if you want to do work on your own, just download my free guide too. So I have a free guide called Embody the Best. Click the orange bubble in the bottom left-hand corner, and then you can manifest anything that you want, right? So it's going to teach you how to expect the best, because you yourself deserve nothing but the best. So if you're interested in the free guide, I've had people manifest their dream job within 3 days, temporary housing, pro bono attorneys, free entry into places, free manicures, free meals, the works. Click the orange bubble in the bottom left-hand corner, and then I'll send you the free guide. Just click the orange bubble, type in free, and then I'll send you the free guide. Armida said, I'm good. I just got out of work and I'm so excited to head to the gym while I listen to you. Oh, amazing. Have a great workout. That's awesome. Armida, where are you located? Why do I want to say I thought you were located in Paris? I don't know. Maybe I have that wrong. Stony said, hello, how are you? You said, today is my birthday and I just bought my first house for my birthday. I closed this Thursday. Congratulations, Stony. That's amazing. Incredible. I love it. Beautiful. AJ said, hey, love. Hello, how are you? Oh, Pinky, that's so funny. She said, no shade, but glad your best friend is gone because we get our lives back. That's so funny. I love it. I know. You guys notice, like, I'm right back on schedule now that she is gone. But yes, that is hilarious. I love it. Awaken, hello, how are you? Aston said, you look like you have good energy. Thank you so much. AI Summary says, discussing the law of assumption and manifestation. Comment with your questions. Yes, absolutely. Awaken said, yes, persistence. Yes, exactly. Persist. LJ, hello, how are you? We're talking about manifestation. Christian, thank you so much for the follow. Guys, if you could share out the live, it does help to push us out to the FYP, especially because I took a little break from live, so I got to get my live count back up. When you take a break, the algorithm doesn't like it. Christian said that is it. Yes. Frank, hello. Artie, hello. Caleb, hello. Claudia, thank you so much for the follow. Pinky said, yes, I answered. Can't wait for our live later. Yes, I'm so excited. I know it's so crazy how it's like later for you guys, but it's tomorrow for me. Glowing Self, thank you so much for the little flowers. Makeup, thank you so much for the follow. David said bom dia. Mel said I did miss your lives. Aw, yes. I know I missed you guys too, to be honest. Somebody said, can I manifest shorter height? Yes, absolutely. Anything is possible. Check out Dr. Joe Dispenza. He talks about manifesting physical changes. So, yes, all things are possible because there's infinite versions of you. So, there is a shorter version of you. And people shrink all the time, right? With age, people do get shorter. So, it's totally possible. Gaston said, where are you from? I'm from the US, but I live in Indonesia. AI Summary said, coaching the law of assumption for manifestation. Ask your questions. Yes, Pinky said I manifested another work from home job and I was able to quit Amazon tonight. Oh, congratulations, Pinky. You got to put that in the group. You got to put that in the group. Tell us what you did. Tell us what you did. That's incredible. I love this. Yes, absolutely. Amazing. Ash, hello. How are you? Oh my God, Pinky, I'm so excited for you. That's awesome. Musty, hello. Maria, thank you so much for the heart. Mean Girl said, my SP putting me on his private story, is it a sign? It's whatever you think it means. So again, give it good meaning, right? So everything in this world is neutral until you give it meaning. So you could interpret that in a multitude of ways. So if I were you, I would interpret it as a good thing, right? Because it's like they're showcasing you, they're saying that they like you, that they're with you, that you're important to them. So as long as you give it good meaning, yeah, absolutely. Why not? Say that it's a part of the unfolding, it's a part of the bridge of incidents, as Neville Goddard talks about. So yes, absolutely. That's an excellent sign. I love that. Uncle Dawu, hello, how are you? Luke said we are only getting taller. Well, if that's what you believe. Gaston said hello from Ghana. Sally said hello from Paris. Uncle, hello from Uganda. Geraldo, hello. Thank you guys so much for all the follows. So we said, how are you doing today? Amazing. DJ, hello, how are you? Oh, Valley, so he said, hi. I'm so excited I caught you. Yes, woohoo. Absolutely, I'm so glad you're on here. All right, so guys, what manifestation questions do you have? Let me know. And I'm here to answer them. Michael, I'm going to have to block you. Sorry, because you're being weird. Little Dark said, how are you doing? I'm doing amazing. How are you? Hello. So if you're new here, I'll introduce myself again. My name is Brooke. I talk about reality creation, manifestation, and specifically the law of assumption. So what you dominantly assume to be true is what will be true for you. I was earlier talking about the topic of the day was kind of everyone is you pushed out. So what does that mean? It just means everyone is reflecting your story, right? Or your assumption or your thoughts or your thinking. So they can only appear as you say they are, right? Or as you think they are. So if you are manifesting a specific person and you feel like they are cold and distant and they're with a third party, that's coming from you. So instead, empower yourself and say, I'm their one and only, and they're obsessed with me, and I know that I'm in control. It doesn't matter what I see in my 3D. That's just the old story. That's just the old thinking. And I know that I always get what I want because my manifestation is a guarantee, and everyone is me pushed out. So if I know that everyone is me pushed out, I know that I already have it because I am loved. I am incredible. I am amazing. I am captivating. I am special. I am unique. I'm their favorite person, right? They can't stop thinking about me. My name is on their lips at all times. When they go to sleep, they're thinking of me. When they wake up, I'm the first thing on their mind. I live in their head rent-free. They just think that I'm so amazing. I'm their air. They need me to breathe. I'm the reason they get up. I'm the reason that they just are motivated throughout the day. They want to be better and do better for me. They show up for me. They treat me like royalty. They treat me like a goddess. They treat me like a queen or king, whatever it is, right? So start to tell yourself that story. It doesn't matter what you see in your 3D. Doesn't matter. That's just the old story. It's just the old thinking. Persist in the knowing that it's already yours, that it's already done. It's already done. It's already yours. Are you in the knowing that it's already done and that it's already yours? Live in the end. Start to imagine the version of you that's living your best dream life. Live your life. Live your joy. Live your dreams. You get to have it all. Nothing is off limits. So when you see something in your reality that's limiting, like your SP with someone else, or they're not texting you back, you just say, okay, that's the old story. Let me return to my God state, because if I know that I'm God of my reality, I'm commanding my reality. And right now, I command for you to show up for me. I command for you to act in this way. I command for you to be nice to me. Set the command and then move on, right? So keep persisting in that assumption, and then your world will reflect it back to you. That's the law. It has no choice but to. Shirley, thank you so much for the heart me. I appreciate you. So are you commanding your reality? Are you knowing that everyone is you pushed out? Or are you letting your 3D dictate how you think, how you act, and how you feel? Are you letting it determine your fate? Are you saying that your SP doesn't love you because they're with someone else? It doesn't matter. It's just a circumstance. It came from you. So if it came from you, you can create something different. So really start to empower yourself. Start to visualize. Really go all in. Be absolutely delusional. Right? Be delusional. So if you want to get into being super delusional, come join my group, because for the month of June, when I tell you it's going to be the most epic, the most fabulous, the most amazing, the most delusional thing ever, we are doing a challenge. I haven't launched the name yet, but trust me, it is coming very soon and you guys are going to love it. So join my group for a month. If you join now, it's going to be great because you're going to get all of the course materials for May, because once May is over, I take it out. So you can catch up and just do all of the coursework for May, which is no proof, how to stop checking your 3D. And then you can join us for the challenge in June. So it's going to be awesome. So be a part of a community that can support you and remind you of who you are. So if you're interested, click the link in my bio and join. It's called The Confidence Lab. It's a monthly membership. So I would love to have you. DJ said, I'm well. How are you? I'm amazing. Mel said, ha ha ha, he is a little. Oh no, a little what? I missed it. Somebody said, where are you located? In Indonesia. And guys, remember also, if you want my free guide, click the orange bubble in the bottom left-hand corner, write free, and then I'll send you my free guide. It's called How to Go From Wanting to Expecting, knowing that you get nothing but the best because you deserve the best because you are the best. DJ said, can you tell us the story of something you manifested on a time crunch? Yeah, I mean, I've manifested so many things, right? Here's the thing, guys. When you order your dinner, that's a manifestation. That's on a time crunch, right? You think it and then you experience it in your world. But I know you guys think that that's not miraculous, so I'll give you a better example. I was headed out and I was going to the rice terraces and I felt so sick. And this was something I was really looking forward to. Like, when I tell you I was so excited, I was like, oh my God, like, I really want to go. And my stomach was so upset and I felt horrible. And I was like, oh my God, like, I'm not going to be able to go. And then I said, no, I can change this. So I just started to affirm, I feel soothed. My stomach is just at ease. I feel amazing. I feel full of energy. I feel full of vitality. I feel so good. I'm so energized. My body is in perfect harmony. The body that creates itself heals itself. Meanwhile, it felt like somebody was in my stomach stabbing me. But I kept saying that over and over again. I feel soothed. I feel soothed. I feel soothed. I feel healed. I'm healthy. And then within an hour, I was able to go. I had the best time. My stomach pain was completely gone. And it was just me going inward and telling myself a new story, because truly the body that does create itself heals itself. So I did that on a time crunch. I recently lost access to my Facebook, and I have a whole coaching community on Facebook, so I wasn't able to participate like I wanted to. And I could see everybody's comments, but it wasn't allowing me to comment. And I said, oh my God, I have my next group meeting on Tuesday. What do I do? And I said, I'm just going to decide that this fixes itself. And it did. And now it's perfectly working. And I did that. I think it took 3 days, something like that. So again, it's just persisting in the knowing and just deciding and then having faith in the unseen. I didn't have to do anything. It just fixed itself because I said this is going to work itself out. So those are two stories. Tony, hello, how are you? Cinnamon said hi. I'm surprised you're on at this time. Yes, well, for me, it's 1:49 p.m., but yes, I know I'm on later. Christy said, how do you grow patience in your waiting time? Well, it's about knowing it's already done. So, Christy, how would you think, how would you act, and how would you feel if you knew that you already had your manifestation? You wouldn't be sitting there waiting. You'd be living your life. You'd be living your joy. You'd be out in your garden tending to your flowers, or you would be crocheting or doing your art or cooking or whatever it is that you enjoy, shopping. You'd be living your life. So go live your life. Decide and know that it's already done. Right? That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. You guys sometimes feel like you have to have this patience, right? Um, let's just say you're going on vacation and you're like, I hope the weather's great and I hope that it's sunny and that it's warm. You're not sitting there patiently waiting, saying, oh my God, is there going to be sun? Blah, 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 blah. You kind of just think, like, I hope I have good weather, and then you go live your life, and then you go on vacation, and you have great weather. And maybe you don't have the great weather, because maybe you were obsessing about how it was going to be bad, and then it was bad. But you're not sitting there patiently waiting for the forecast to come in. You kind of think it, and then you just go on with your life. So it's the same thing with your manifestation. Just know that it's already done. Just like when you go to order a meal at a restaurant. You're not sitting there questioning what they're doing and if it's being cooked in the kitchen. You ordered your food, so you know that it's coming. So again, just have faith in the unseen and know that it's already done. It's already yours. I am Dora said, how do we deal with physical pain even if we already did medication and it's finished, but it's still a little pain? Well, Dora, that's an excellent question because I've done a lot of healing work when it comes to the body. So it's about just saying, it's all in the new story. So you have to literally persist and just say, I'm feeling healed. I'm feeling good. I wouldn't even say pain-free because then your focus is still on the word pain. So this is literally when you have to be greater than your circumstances and occupy your brain with the new state of like, I am healed. I trust and know that I'm healed. My body is healed. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. You might get up and your hip might be burning, right? It might be sore. And whenever it does that, just say, oof. That's healing, right? That's that healing energy. So whenever you feel the pain, you could just say, ooh, that's my body repairing itself. I'm so thankful and grateful that my body is repairing itself in this moment and that it feels just so much better. So use that as a tool and as a signal to tell the new story. So instead of using it as a crutch and saying, I feel horrible, then you're reinforcing the feeling of, being in pain. So instead, use the pain and say, oh, my body is repairing itself. It's healing itself. It's remedied. It's fixed. So just start to tell that story. Armida said, okay, help me get this 6-pack of abs because the struggle was real. Well, just say it was so easy and so effortless and you got your dream body overnight and you wake up every single day ripped and shredded and you have the flattest stomach on the planet and people are always complimenting you about your physique. So just go to the end and just say, I have my dream body. I love my body. My body is amazing. My body is in perfect health. It's in perfect shape. It's in mint condition. And just start to imagine that. Like literally I wake up all the time and I say, oh my God, I look so tiny. I'm so tiny. Like I'm so tiny because I am so tiny. So start to tell the new story over and over and over again. And then your world will reflect it back to you. Somebody said love from Italy. Amazing. Somebody said, where are you from? I'm from the US, but I live in Indonesia. JMF said, I'm afraid of being delusional. Why? To be delusional is your divine right. So again, why would you be realistic? Realistic is playing small. So don't play small. If you know that you're God and you're creating your reality, God isn't on a budget. So why wouldn't you be delusional? What's afraid about it? Or what's there to be afraid about it? Are you just scared because you don't want to be disappointed? Well, then that's not you not having faith in your power as the creator of your reality. Because if you knew that anything was possible, nothing is off limits. No dream is too big. So persist in knowing that it's yours because you can think it, it's yours. So desire is just fulfillment seeking expression. You have the desire because there's a version of you that already has it. So just persist in that state and in that assumption and know that it's already done and know that it's already yours. Let's see. AI Summer says coaching on manifestation, law of assumption. Ask a question. Yes. Ronaldo, hello, how are you? Scott said, I was the youngest line clearance foreman in the company history. I just told myself I could. Yes, absolutely. See, there you go. Like, that is a manifestation that's believing in yourself, believing in the story. I did the same thing, right? By the time I was 25, I wanted to be making six figures. That was just like something that I was just like, why can't I, right? That was something that my parents had never done. And I was like, by the time I'm 25, I'm going to own a house and I'm going to make six figures. And I did exactly that. So again, it's possible when everybody else was saying like, oh, well, you're a recent college graduate, you can't get a salary like that. I was like, yes, I can. And guys, this was not recent, right? I'm older. I'm 38. So when I was 25, that was a long time ago. So $100,000 was a lot more uncommon than it is today. Cher said, how to manifest having a remote job with my own hours. Beautiful. That's a great manifestation. So Cher, just go to the end. So just say I'm living in my dream life and I have my dream job. My job is remote. So you can write down everything that you desire in a job. So say it's remote. You don't have to go into the office. It's flexible. You have freedom. You make up your own hours. How much money do you make? Is your job demanding? Are you working on a team or by yourself individually? Is your boss hands off? Is your boss hands on? Do you have a pension? Do you have a 401k? Do you have unlimited paid time off? Do you get 6 weeks off a year? Do they pay for continuing education? Is it casual? Is it formal? Just start to write down everything that you want in a job, and then you could read it like once a day and just know that it's already done and just say, I'm living in my dream life with my dream job. I have the freedom and flexibility that I desire because I make up my own hours and I get compensated well for it because why wouldn't I? I'm God, I'm source, I'm awareness, I'm infinite intelligence, and everybody loves me. I'm a hot commodity. I'm an asset to any team. I'm valuable. I'm qualified. People want to work with me. Start to tell that story and say it's easy and effortless and it happened overnight. So if you guys are new here, grab my free guide. So I had one of you all manifested your dream job using my free guide within 3 days. She did that. So she used the stoplight tracker at the end and she manifested her dream job within 3 days. So if you want my free guide, click the orange bubble in the bottom left-hand corner and then select free guide, and then I'll send you the free guide. It's really going to be valuable and help you. So it's called Embody the Best, how to go from wanting to expecting, knowing that you get nothing but the best because you deserve the best. So definitely check that out by clicking the orange bubble in the bottom left-hand corner and then write in free guide, and then you can get the free guide. DJ said, great examples. I'm manifesting a new place and waiting on approval and resources to move next week. Perfect. And just go to the end and know it's already taken care of. It's already done. It just happened so seamlessly. Everything fell into place at the exact time that it needed to. People bent over backwards to make sure that you were in a good place. All of the resources came in and it was just so smooth. It was so easy. It was so effortless. You're loving your new place and you got approved and you're just living your best life. So yes, absolutely. Vicky said, afternoon from Indonesia. Hello. We're neighbors because I'm in Indonesia. DJ said, never thought of ordering a meal as manifestation. Thanks for that. You're so welcome. Of course. So guys, you're manifesting all the time, right? So that's proof and that's evidence. If you think it and then you experience it, it's a manifestation. It really is. A lot of the times we think these manifestations are these big things like the dream house, the dream car, and the dream life. And those are great and they are manifestations, but you're manifesting the small things, every choice, every thought that you have, and then you experience it in your world as a manifestation. So you're constantly manifesting. So start to know that infinite intelligence is at work in your favor and it's commanding, or it's doing whatever you're commanding. So you're commanding your reality and then everything is being reflected back to you. Truly. Tash, hello. AC, hello. Fairy Faye said, a psychic told me my person is intimidated and thinks I'll reject him. Is that my doing? Self-concept. Yes, because everybody's reflecting you. So you're just saying that you're not chosen. I haven't worked with you. I don't know what your self-concept is, but I'm guessing it's that you're not chosen in love. So you just have a person that's intimidated by you. So you're going to reject them. So again, it's just a reflection of you. Are you actively thinking that you're not chosen? No, nobody thinks that way. However, you show up picking people that either don't commit to you, or that won't pursue you. In this case, that's what it sounds like. They're not pursuing you because you think that you're not chosen. So again, it's a subconscious belief. You're subconsciously thinking it. So yes, that's just a reflection of your self-concept. Do you have to take that as the final say? No, you can change the story and say, my person is obsessed with me. They pursue me. They chase me. They think that I'm incredible and amazing. And they love how open I am and how warm and welcoming I am. And they want to be with me and only me. So just start to tell that story. And then they'll come in and be like, oh my God, you're so easy to talk to. I find you to be super intriguing. And I love to spend time with you. And your energy is amazing and incredible. Right? Because you don't want your person to be afraid of you. So just start to tell a new story, and then your world will reflect it back to you. And just say, I'm chosen in love, I'm cared for, all of those things. CJ said, wow, phenomenal. Realistic is playing small. Yes, it is. Totally. Hunter, good morning. Thank you guys so much for all the follows. DJ said, you look 25 now. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. I'm definitely almost 40. Sanchi said, how do I manifest my ex back if they have free will? They don't have free will. That's the whole point, is that they don't have free will. Everybody is a reflection of you, so they're only not choosing you because you're saying that. So stop saying that. J Love said, hi, beautiful. Hello, how are you? Somebody said, do you have any hobbies? I go scuba diving in Florida. I don't. I don't scuba dive. J Love said, how often should you tell a new story a day to reverse the old story? Well, it's not about telling a new story. I mean, could you develop a routine where every single morning you start to tell the new story? Sure. But it's what I teach is auditing your thoughts. So whenever you think of your desire, whether if it's your bank account or your specific person, you just tell the new story in that moment. So your SP is going to pop up in your head. And are you thinking that they like you, or are you thinking that they're ignoring you? So whenever they pop up in your head, that's when you tell the new story. So you audit your thinking throughout the day, because all day long you have an assumption about things in your life, right? You walk into work and you assume your boss is either going to be in a good mood or in a bad mood. So instead of assuming they're going to be in a bad mood, say, you know what, I intend that they're going to be in a good mood today. If you are going in, check your bank account, are you assuming that it has a high balance, or are you assuming that you're negative? You're assuming that. It doesn't matter what it says, just assume whatever it is that you desire, and then your world will reflect it back to you. So as you live your life, you're just going to think in your favor. So you don't need to necessarily carve out time to tell the new story. You can, right? You can, but it's identity that creates reality. So if you're reading the story for 5 minutes in the morning, and then throughout the day you're thinking that they don't love you, they don't choose you, that you are broke, and that you are suffering and you're in pain, then that 5 minutes of reading it didn't do anything, because now you're dominantly assuming the opposite throughout the day. So this is why I teach auditing your thoughts, so then that way you can become aware of who you're being throughout the day, and then you can start to tell the new story in the moment, and then that becomes your new belief system, because a thought, once repeated, becomes a belief. Belief becomes identity. Identity becomes your reality. So therein lies the work, is to train yourself to tell the new story over and over and over again. So that's what I teach. So guys, if you need help, join my community. Seriously, like, join for a month and just lock in, right? If you're tired, if you're over it, and you're just like, I need help, join the community. Join the community. Or grab my free guide by clicking the orange bubble in the bottom left-hand corner, and then select free guide, and then I'll send you the free guide. Either option, whatever you want to do. But just make sure you start to really become accountable for the story that you're telling, right? Because you don't want to keep spinning your wheels. You can come on these lives for all the free information that you like, but what happens when you get triggered in your world? Where do you go? Who do you turn to? So be a part of a community that can remind you of who you are. Sanchi said, I love when you're live. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Ducci said, you sound like a very intellectual woman. Where did you go to school? Did you go to school? Yes, I did go to school. But this is all through life experience. Jess said, next time I open my bank account, I'm going to assume there's $1 million in it. Yes, beautiful. That's the work. You want to keep assuming that over and over and over again. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Pinky said, everything always works out for me. Yes. Gucci, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You're so sweet. DJ said, is that the same Is that the same if you're a parent regarding your child's behavior favorable or challenging? Yes, absolutely. Everything. So are you assuming that your kids are well behaved, or are you assuming that they're baby's kids, right? It's up to you. So instead of assuming that they have poor behavior and every single time the teacher calls that it's your kid's being bad, assume that the teacher's calling to say your kid aced this test and we want to put them in a special program, or that they were super well behaved today, or they were kind and caring towards someone. So again, assume in your favor, right? Because everybody is just a reflection of your assumptions. Then they're going to start to show up differently when you assume differently. Pinky said, how do I get away from worrying? Because when I relax, it flows, but sometimes I get tangled. It's okay, Pinky. Seriously, just be gentle with yourself in those moments. And remember, I always say to worry is pointless. If you think about the word worry, it truly has no end goal, right? It doesn't have a purpose. So when you start worrying, it's like, okay, I'm spending energy worrying and ruminating, replaying a scenario over and over and over again in my head that doesn't serve me. And in those moments, you can take that and replay it and have it go in the way that you wanted it to go. That's revision, really. So when worry comes up, use it as data and say, okay, this is an opportunity for me to revise. This is fun. So you start to worry and then you say, no, this is how this is going to go. This is how this went, if it already did happen. And then your world will truly reflect it back to you. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Emma, thank you for the follow. Hello from Turkey. Hello. Somebody said you're reflecting the power to make stronger your man and his business. Yes, exactly. Whatever you guys say is just a reflection. So yes. So guys, what other questions do you have? And then also make sure you click the orange bubble in the bottom left-hand corner to get my free guide or to join my coaching community. You said, I graduated 10 years after studying psychology. Oh, okay, amazing. I love that. Beautiful. Yes. Somebody else said hi from Indonesia. So what other questions do you all have? And also I have my new coaching program too that's a little bit more intensive. It's 1 month. So if you want to join that, you can save money. I think it's saving like $300, something like that. So you can click the orange bubble in the bottom left-hand corner and do that with me. It's intensive. You get hybrid coaching where you get unlimited DM access to me, and then you can do voice notes or text, and then you get a weekly coaching call that's in a group. And so it's 30 days that's intensive, and like I said, unlimited voice messaging with me. So if you are interested in that, click the orange bubble and then select there's a coupon in there, and then that way you can take advantage of that. Let's see. Barbie said, hi, Queen. Amazing. Hello. How are you, beautiful? You said it's a family business, a nightclub and restaurant. Amazing. Somebody said, when do you travel to Indonesia? I live here. A CEO said, how much is one-to-one coaching? $350 for a 1-hour session, and you get a protocol afterwards. Or you can do $250 for 30 minutes. Or you can join my group for $97 a month, which is awesome because I go live in there once a week. I have special guests on, interviews with clients on success stories, all of the things. I have courses in there, challenges. The month of June is going to be amazing. I'm telling you, like, we're going to go full delusional. So it's going to be really fun inside of the group. Or you can join my boot camp, which is a 30-day intensive. That I think is, I don't even remember, $1,200, but you can save $300 with the coupon I have by clicking the orange bubble in the bottom left-hand corner. So again, lots of options and lots of different ways to work with me. Dougie said, coaching what I just got here, coaching you to live the life of your dreams. J Love said, how do I train myself to be happy 24/7? Well, just say that you're happy all the time, that you always have a positive outlook on life. Good things are always happening to you. Things are always aligning for you. Things are always unfolding for you. But J Love, I would ask yourself, do you really want happiness? Because I always say that happiness is usually not the end goal because it's kind of impossible to be happy all the time. And the reason why I say that is because there are things in life that happen, right? Like loss of a loved one, right? People that are no longer in our lives. So it's really about peace, because peace is the steadiness and knowing that you can handle anything that comes up, right? So life ebbs and flows, and peace is the pillar that keeps you steady throughout it all, knowing that you can handle and get through it all. So peace is really what most people are after. It's not about being happy 24/7, but can you be happy most of the time? Yes. Am I happy majority of the time? Absolutely. So, yes, you can. Momo said, I really appreciate your live and I will never miss to watch your talks in direct with your live. Oh, thank you so much. I summary said psychology session on how your thoughts create your reality. Yes, I gotta get up because I have somewhere to go. I forgot. Let me see. Let me make sure. I gotta check my other phone really quick. Make sure I'm not missing a call. I did not. Okay, good. Let me just still grab this though. Somebody said, "What is your degree in?" If you don't mind me asking. Oh, it's nothing to do with this. I am a coach, so I did go to life coaching school, but my actual degree was like in global affairs, so it has nothing to do with this. But I did go to life coach school. Lexa says, "I tell you one thing: manifestation works best when you pair belief with action." Beautiful, yeah. Momo said, "I really appreciate your live." Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Toiga. I appreciate you. Skidda, hello. Gucci, thank you so much. Alexa said, speak positively over your life, stay consistent, and move like the person you're trying to become. Beautiful, yes. All right, guys, I think I'm going to hop off live. So remember, there's lots of ways to work with me if you want to book a call. I'd love to work with you, or you can join my coaching community. It's $97 a month, so I would love to have you as a part of my coaching community. You can join for a month, see if you like it, get access. If you join now, you'll get access to the course that we have going on in May, as well as the June challenge. So now is actually a really opportune time to join at the end of the month. And then also, make sure you grab my free guide by clicking the orange bubble in the bottom left-hand corner. It's called Embody the Best, How to Go From Wanting to Expecting, Knowing That You Get Nothing But the Best Because You Deserve the Best. People have manifested their dream job within 3 days using that guide, as well as pro bono attorneys, temporary housing, free manicures, free meals, all of the things. So remember that you're God, your source, your awareness, and that you're infinite intelligence, and that all possibilities exist. So don't play small. You get to have it all. Nothing is off limits. The only limitation is the one that you put on yourself. So don't do that. Go big, be delusional. And yes, I will see you all on the next one.